Canada weather. Dozens dead as heatwave shatters records.
Here's a summary of the article.
Police in British Columbia say they have responded to over 60 sudden deaths since Monday, including many seniors. Temperatures in Lytton, British Columbia, soared to 47.9 C on Monday, up from 46.6 C on Sunday. The heat is intense enough to melt cables, shutting down the Portland streetcar service on Sunday. We're trying to stay indoors as much as possible. I mean, we are used to the heat, and it is a dry heat, but 30 degrees is a lot different from 47. Heat is believed to be a contributing factor in the majority of the deaths, the agency said in a news release reminding people to check on their vulnerable neighbors. Paramedics in British Columbia responded to 107 heat exhaustion calls and 32 heatstroke calls on Sunday, the Globe and Mail reported. Environment Canada has issued heat warnings for the provinces of British Columbia and Alberta, along with areas of Saskatchewan, the Northwest Territories and a section of Yukon.
This post received a score of 4,600, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Just saw it's up to 80 dead. Edit. 145.
Fuck, that's terrible.
So this may seem obvious nearly a year and a half in, but we are lining up more and more for a clusterfuck of a decade.
Wait till next decade, I can pretty much guarantee you that all years of this and next decade will be in top 10 of the hottest years ever recorded. And #X200B, and #X200B, and #X200B, and #X200B, and this will hold true for all the decades that follow, for quite some time. We're just getting started.
Thank goodness we had air conditioning, but it's not common around this area due to typically mild conditions. It didn't cool off at night, so you never got a break from the heat. Even after the sun went down, everything around you just radiated heat. People didn't want to cook, so delivery places and kitchens were swamped. Hotels were swamped with people just for the AC, but the hotels are understaffed due to COVID. It's kind of a mess.
A derecho came through my neighborhood a few years ago, knocking out the power for over a week. I lived in a second and third floor brick house apartment. After the derecho came through, the temperature went up to 90 to 95 with very high humidity. I was unable to sleep. So I slept in the car with the AC on. It was terrible. It was also awesome because I could sleep. Our AC in the RV we live in broke a week ago when we hit 116 F here. Our RV is 90% full sun with only a very tiny portion in the shade. The walls got so hot you couldn't touch them. We literally set up camp outside under the awning because it was cooler outside than inside at that point. Had to mist our dogs every hour or so. We were legitimately worried about them dying. No AC in the car either, sadly. And then we bought a portable AC only to have that overheat and then have our power shut off for 5 days. Fun times.
These are temperatures 15 degrees hotter than it gets in Miami, on people who live in a place where a 30-degree day is a hot day. I live in Nova Scotia, Canada, and I've noticed the last 4 or 5 summers have been hotter than normal. I've noticed smoke in the sky from the forest fires in Alberta floating its way here. The whole community. In Nova Scotia. The future is scary, guys.
It was hotter here in Surrey than it was in fucking Egypt.
I hate how mainstream media, and as a Brit, I have to say BBC are particularly bad at this, have headlines such as, "Deadly Heatwave Kills X," next to a picture of people sunbathing or girls in bikinis frolicking in a fountain.
It is a bit ironic, isn't it, face with monocle.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.